Hello iChurchers, it's Dan Morell here back with another tutorial on editing your iChurch site. If I'm honest, I may well have mentioned the topic of this tutorial before, but I don't think I've mentioned it in too much detail. As we are now in the advanced section of the tutorials, then I thought this would be a better place to bring it up properly, and of course all in one video rather than embedded in within another topic. So this is a separate video for you to be able to look at doing this. And today we are talking about slugs. Very strange name, I know, but slugs leave trails, and this is what slugs mean in the context of editing a website. It's the trail that's after our website address. So we're at the home page. You'll see we've got tutorial1urc.org.uk. When I go into About and the Who Are We section, for example, you'll see it opens, we've got tutorial1urc.org.uk/who-are-we. This bit is the slug. Now, slugs are created as by default when you create a page, and that is the standard format for them. So it's the title of the page separate where, and instead of spaces, because you can't have spaces in web addresses, instead of spaces, it's got hyphens. Now you can edit a slug to change to whatever you like, really. But it's obviously useful to have it as something easy to remember. Because actually something like this is probably a bit more difficult to remember because we're thinking in the context here of perhaps new people or pointing people in the direction of our website or a specific part of our website. We don't want people to have to remember to put hyphens in the middle and all those kinds of things. Take the Contact Us page in the case of this website, for example. You'll see it's contact-us-2. Now that's not very accessible. We want to be able to say just visit ichurch.org.uk/contact or contact us, because that's something that's familiar to people and it's a bit more intuitive. So how do we change the slug of a page? Well, it's nice and easy. We go to our pages list and we can hover over any of the pages that we want to change the slug of. Particularly looking at these long pages, it's a bit more relevant to change the slug. So we can go on to quick edit on any of the pages. And you see we've got the title of the page and then we've got the slug beneath it. So we can change that. If we wanted to maybe just remove the hyphens, we could do that. And then click update. Or in the case of the contact us page, I would probably change this to contact or contact us. So I can just remove that bit of the slug and then click update. And you'll see, I'll go back to the home page and then go back onto contact us. You'll see now that the slug is just /contact. So as I say, changing slugs are a good way of making your site a bit more accessible. If you've got what's called parent pages, so you might have the parent pages is what we can do on in the quick edit section as well. So we can have parent pages, which basically adds another level of our slug. So let's say, I don't know why we would want to do this, but let's say we wanted the contact us to be after baptisms, weddings and funerals. So if we made contact us, if we set the parent page as baptisms, weddings and funerals, and then when we refresh that, you'll see there's a line next to contact us, meaning it's a sort of subsection, a child page, as they would term it, of baptisms, weddings, and funerals. And we'll see what that looks like in the context of the site of the slug. When we go to the contact us page, you'll see we've got baptisms, weddings, and funerals first, and then contact. Now, a way you might want to use parent and child pages is by using the titles of the menus as the first part of the slug. So let's say in our menu here we've got the location. We might want people to be able to say, we want you to visit tutorial1urc.org.uk/about/location. Now, about is not actually a page because in an earlier tutorial when we were looking at the menu, about is actually just a custom link, so it's not an actual page. But what we can do is just create an about page, but we just don't need people to visit it. So we'll create a page called about. We don't even have to call it about, we can call it anything we like, but we can then publish that page. And you can see another word for slug is the permalink, basically, so we can edit that, and that's editing our slug. So we go back to the main pages there. Let's put location underneath it as a parent and child. And again, this makes no difference to the menu itself. Obviously, in the menu tutorials, we talked about pages and subpages, or items and sub-items. This is just how the slugs are structured, or can be structured if you wish. So you'll see now, when we visit location, that we've got tutorial1urc.org.uk/about/location. So that's because we've got the about as the main parent page and then location as the child page. You can have, I suppose, what you might coin as grandparent pages. So you can make this one, the child of location, and then we've got, kind of two levels of parenthood, shall we say. So this is just another way you might want to organize your website, organize your slugs, just to make your site a bit easier to navigate. As I say, making parent and child pages or pages and sub pages here doesn't affect the structure of your menu, because we change the menu in the appearance section down here, but it does affect your slugs. So if you're wanting to structure your iChurch site in this way, then you are more than welcome to, and you can do that using what I have just gone through. That is the end of the tutorial. As always, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch, iChurch@urc.org.uk, or visit the website www.interactivechurch.org.uk. Hope to see you soon.